And good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of VOD arrives on air, and welcome to my short DayZ stream. Short because I've been busy with random stuff, ended up being late. Plus, today was kind of a crazy day. I had to, go to bed late by my standards. So, but I managed to actually again do a lot today. Some things that I hadn't even planned, I managed to do. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. How is it going? Nice to see you. Interesting, we don't have a picture anymore from the second PC. I'm curious, why is that? Here we go. Now it's fixed. Is this right? Is this right? Why am I getting echo? Okay, I'll figure it out later. Or maybe right now, just give me a sec. That's not supposed to be like that. B1, 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 not B1. Not B1 at all. 7 plus 8. Which ones? Gonna get you. I totally understood you. I mean, that's what Twitch does. That's what Twitch does a lot. So no news there. 7, 8 maybe. Coming from the second PC. 1, 2. No, not 7, 8. Special. Okay. I see the problem now. We never actually exposed the SPD. Okay, I'll figure it out later. That was, only in the left here, because I'm looking for audio output. Hard to talk like that. So I'm looking for audio outputs for this small screen and the video coming from the second PC, and because of the complexness of my audio setup, it's actually not that easy. So, but okay, let's not waste our time. So let's play some DayZ. We don't have lots of time, though I still decided to play a little bit of DayZ. Though the server's probably going to be pretty empty at this time, for sure. I told you about the pop of the server suddenly spiking, but again, not at like 5 p.m. almost. Okay, let's stop. Ooh, okay. What got dropped? A battery. Why did we drop a battery? Any ideas? Badly damaged battery. Fell out of what device? That is ruined. It's supposed to be ruined now. Ah, the rangefinder. Okay, it's pretty fragile, to be honest. Rangefinders. Okay. Sad. Gotta find another one. Interesting that it didn't put the battery just in the inventory. It just completely got rid of it. Okay then. If you say so. Got the rear gun, nice. Rounds a little bit to be able to see what's where. Yeah, it's zombies. Zombies destroy items in your inventory very actively these days, so it's 100% because of a zombie. Okay, so remember, we found the base here, and then there is a big base nearby, and we needed a little bit of explosives to get inside. So this one is in the same state. Doesn't look like anything had changed here. So maybe we'll try to get into this one first. But we'll need grenades. So we have 6 grenades in here. We have 4 grenades in here. That's 10. We have 1 mine. That's, I don't know if it counts at all. Ah, yeah, if you heard just a whining sound, that's me in the background on my second desk making a full copy of a hard drive from 1997. Well, I mean, I don't exactly know where it was made, when it was made. No whining sound, okay. This seems pretty loud. An old Maxter, 40 gigabytes. Maybe from 97, maybe from 99, 2000. So remember that retro PC? Nicola gave me his very old PC that somehow survived for all these years because his father is a hoarder. Well, I mean, not the hoarder, but if he gets something, he just never throws it away. So his father kept their old Pentium 166 MMX or 200, I don't remember, PC in the garage from like what it seems to be 2002, 2003 maybe. And like last summer, or maybe actually summer before the last summer, I asked Nicola, and Nicola actually gave me that old PC, which actually is pretty valuable right now. So, and not only the machine that was in the garage without any heating and whatnot booted up. I learned that last summer. That's not a surprise. It booted up, seemingly having all the data still available. Right now I'm making an image of its hard drive, and I've already done it twice. And my Imagine software was able to read that old hard drive sector by sector, including the empty ones, without a single error. The bad caps, that was the end of 2000s problem. So they started to chip out on caps somewhere in the middle of 2000s, around 2005, 2008, in the end of it. So that's where from this pandemic of faulty capacitors comes from. So the older hardware used way better caps. Oops, we just got a notification of a bad connection for a second. So that motherboard, I took a look at it briefly, and it seems like it's 100%, knock on the wood, 100% the same as it was like in 2004 or 2003 when it last was used. But I'm amazed. I actually expected for the hard drive to fail, at least like a little bit, at least to some extent. Not a single bad block, not a single bad sector, not a single read error. C64s, yeah, C64s. They are so expensive now here. I mean, it's not that I really want one. I've never really had an 8-bit computer besides ZX Spectrum, so my homeland, my motherland is like ZX Spectrum. But of all the others computers, that platforms that I kinda had luck to touch, okay, this will come in handy. The Commodore 64 felt like the most interesting one. Well, I mean, there was some obscure Russian stuff that I don't even know the names for, and that looked pretty intriguing back then. But still. C64 or just Commodores, they've always felt like something more interesting than the rest of it, personally, at least for me. So yeah, but that Pentium 166 or 200, I don't remember, seems to be working like it's still 2003 when it was used last time. We actually might just try to blow things up with what we have. What do you think? Okay, I got a notification on my phone pretty loud. Let me take care of that. Nothing really serious. So the whole Retro PC project is on, as I posted on Twitter, is really like on the farthest back burner for me. So, but from time to time I take a look. So today I got actually in the mail or sound card that I ordered for the Retro PC because, well, I mean, I browsed the Russian version of eBay / Craigslist / Facebook Marketplace, and I find interesting things there from time to time. So, and I decided to buy an audio card that's kinda, wouldn't say 100% period correct for that 166, but it's definitely compatible, definitely will work, and definitely probably the best, would be the best choice for a PC running hey, stop doing that, running Windows 98 or Windows 2K. So Sound Blaster, Creative Lab Sound Blaster, I think it's Sound Blaster, Odyssey 2ZS. So got it for like $10 pretty much, used of course. So, and I need to check if it works, but the machine's pretty much, the Retro PC is still in the state of 2003. Never cleaned it, never done anything to it, just booted it several times, tried to run a couple games, that's it. So today I opened it for the first time. So, and then I decided that, well, then I thought that the hard drive might be just failing or close to that state, so there's still data, there's still bootable operating system from like those old times. Nicola's father had a sort of licensed copy of Win2K from the organization, so it's still there. I don't want to destroy it because it's just old and not mine. Well, I mean, Nicola doesn't mind me just digging into that data. So I decided before doing anything else to that PC to make a full copy of the hard drive and stop using that hard drive. Use something else. I actually have an ID SD card adapter, so trying to use those. So far haven't moved the image of the operating system to that card, to that thing, but I will. Microsoft trying to get everyone to upgrade the OS, but say that we can't upgrade. What's the problem with the relatively fast machine that the new OS doesn't work? Sorry, didn't get your question. I'm not sure what's Microsoft doing right now. I mean, they've been kind of pushing people to upgrade pretty much like always been pushing, always been doing that. So there's no news there, at least I suppose. But what's the rest of it? I don't really get it. Maybe I'm missing a piece of news or information. Okay, let's start blowing things up. I really expect not to have any gates around here, any walls anymore. So this is the last one, the only one. Let's start with this thing. It's big. This side to the enemy. Yeah. So, like in this corner, to get maybe max coverage. To maybe even if it has the angle of height, maybe to damage the frame. Okay. If it does anything, yeah, let's take a look. By the way, speaking of used remote controls from these devices. Yep, here we have a nice fresh battery. Looking to participate. So Microsoft been pushing everybody to just upgrade everything like forever. I just ignore it. The lower wall is actually, look at this, not just one step down, 2 steps down from pristine to damaged, and the upper one is damaged too. From bright green to yellow. What are you telling me? Did you see that? Did you see that prompt? Lower metal wall. Are you seeing that? That's lower wooden wall. There is lower metal wall somewhere in the ground. There's nothing upstairs. Nothing upstairs. I know it because the posts would have been protruding through the ceiling. The metal wall seems to be in the ground. I don't get it. Okay. Let's start using grenades. The ones that are damaged first. There's some sort of glitch going on. There's a couple pristine ones. This one's worn, this one's pristine. Okay, that's better. Oh, no, 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 no. Not that. Badly damaged. The upper frame probably is not getting it. So maybe we should place it a little bit farther. Oops. No, now the upper frame's getting it. Okay. Okay. We got the thing almost destroyed, which is nice. I like it. Let's just keep going. Still actually holding. But one claimer, by the look of it, did a lot of damage. Way more than I remember it doing. Here we go. Yeah, I think we can find more claimers. Okay. No traps here. And we found a roll of duct tape in here, which is a nice find. That's all that's all this house can actually offer us. Plus this will come in handy. What I don't have pliers to actually work on this wall and make it just disassemble it completely. And there's a metal wall somewhere in the ground. Oh, that's a glitch. We found a glitch. It thinks that there is a lower metal wall. Okay. We still have Kulna. Next to us we can find more interesting things here. Let's just keep going. Double them up? No, I mean maybe it used to be double, but I think it was a ghost of a wall. DZ been despawning things. We have encountered the ghost of what it used to be in there. So yeah, speaking of the retro stuff, I made even 2 copies of the original 40 gig Maxtor drive. The scene's loud, the scene's hot, but worked without a single mistake. The Imagine software didn't report like a single problem. So, but I haven't made it working yet. So I have like a bunch of small SSDs and even like hard drives that I could use, like 3.5-inch hard drives that I could use instead of that Maxtor drive. But I mean, I want something completely silent, so either an SSD via IDE to SATA adapter, or an SD card even via IDE to SD adapter. So, but that part I'm curious to make it work. Haven't yet. Oh, nice knife, nice bayonet. Do we have a need for a new? Well, technically we don't, but why not? Why not? Let's have a bayonet in here. Nice, pristine, big bayonet. Oops. Aye. Okay. Have to use my field shovel. Had to use. Got a little bit confused. So this goes here, this goes there, this goes on my belt. The shovel and the hatchet will probably need to fix it if I want to keep them. I got rid of almost all grenades and oh, okay. See what happened here? The mine's now damaged. You don't carry things like that in your zombie available pockets. Need to go in a pot. Good idea, actually. Yeah, there is a pot. I totally forgot. Thank you. Thank you for the heads up. I've checked this one. There's nothing really in here. Some damaged SKS. Oh, sorry, SKS. VSS rounds. 9mm rifle. So we have raided one base, found exactly one roll of duct tape, and well, got the lock that was on the door. This can go there. Yeah, I have lots of ways to fix things on me, but that's because I constantly get everything damaged. Yeah, that's where I picked up the thing. So this is looted. That is looted. So we have only 4 grenades and 1 mine left, and the mine, it's not good. We might have to go back to Polyana if we still have a car. Yeah, I know where I parked the car. That I'm not going to. The place I'm not going to lose, but the car itself. And we have another car at Polyana. Hidden in the usual spot. Some magazines and rounds. Okay. Let's look for some grenades. We're going to need explosives anyway. Yeah, lots of loot, understand, always. Like 3 items, usually. That's kinda what it spawns. 3 items. Bison Mac. Well, I mean, I can grab it. Because I have 2 Bisons. But not that. That's some water that I can clean and drink. Do this. I think there is like a trough somewhere. And it's always confusing. Sometimes I can use the troughs to fill vessels. That's the word I was looking for. And sometimes I absolutely cannot. Okay, are you empty? That's just the flashlight. So, but that's the reason I check that, always check that stand. It spawns 3 items. Most of the time. If not, like, just always. That we don't need, that we have. A golden ticket. But with tracers. Head strap. That we don't need, we have it in a barrel. Well, I mean, if it's still there, who knows, but we don't really need it. Monkey Dust, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are looting Kulne again, but not because it's just... But not because it's just fun. Because we need explosives, we need grenades. I'm flanking them to see if it works. Technically, this can work in my favor. There's always a whole field of them here, which is pretty annoying. Some of them now ended up at the road. How did you even spot me? Livonia, 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 yep. Of course. Okay. I hope I'm stealthy enough to avoid anybody's attention here. Plus it's cool, no? Another canteen, but not full. Not even close. Yeah, everything's okay. Cannot complain. Been pretty busy, got pretty busy after vacation, catching up on things. Happens, especially with me. I get back home after like spending a week or a couple of weeks somewhere else. I realize that there's like a ton of things to do. So some interesting things, some not interesting things. So some adulting, as they call it. Vacation. I was in St. Petersburg. We visited St. Petersburg again. It's our to-go place to just spend a week. Lots of different things to do. I'm not a fan of just spending time in the sun on a beach somewhere, but St. Petersburg, even though they say it's a northern city, the weather's not good. I know where to go there, and every time when I go to St. Petersburg, I return back with a 10. Accidental 10, not like because of spending any time on any beaches. So, but I have a feeling that we should stop going to St. Petersburg in the around the end of June, the beginning of July. I think we got to stop doing that and start maybe going there in September, where all the theaters start their theatrical seasons. Well, I mean, not going to get any 10, like accidental or not, but would get way more choice when it comes to like theaters, shows and whatnot. Yeah, Summer 10 in the city that's kind of famous for its bad weather. Almost like, imagine like UK weather, what they say about UK, but a little bit colder. Wet and cold. Australia next time, yeah. Wish I could, maybe one day, but cannot even plan for that right now. So yeah, I like things like that, like museums, theaters, walks, just riding around the city on like bicycles, even just the public transport system. So eating in different places and whatnot, things like that. Okay, we are not lucky. There's not a lot of grenades in here. We'll have to go back. We will have to drive back to Polyana, I think. Yeah, it was refreshing. Yeah. Plus, this time. Usually we kind of get a very packed schedule in St. Petersburg, but this time we figured we somehow ended up with 2 weeks of vacation, my wife, and we decided just to not force anything, not rush anything, and we had pretty enough time even to just relax in parks and even at a couple pubs. Remember the 2 claimers in the container couple streams back. 2 claimers in the container couple streams back. 2 claimers. No, I don't. The only container that I own currently is that barrel. Well, in Pajo, yeah, that part I understand, but I don't remember what container was it. My container is like just someone dropped 2. Well, maybe spawned. Polyana spawns like 3 tons of them. Shipping container. Ah, that container. Okay. I thought like container as a DZ entity. Okay, no, yeah. Well, I mean, that happens. But they seem to be pretty powerful. So I cannot climb because I'm too heavy. Because I'm carrying all that stuff. Okay. I'm bad at parkour tonight. Here we go, finally. Interesting. There's a lot of items here, but no explosives. Okay. So this time actually, well, I mean, one thing that I wanted to say about the vacation, about our time in St. Petersburg. So, as you might probably kind of suspect it, because the place is not really considered really like having a hot climate or anything. The ACs, they are not really popular there. I mean, I have a feeling that we here in our town, not that far away from Moscow, have more ACs just on average per capita, or what's the right name for it, than St. Petersburg. But this time, without even asking for it, we got a room. Well, it's an apartment. We just rented an apartment, studio apartment, small. We got one with AC, and it was really, really, really nice. Where's that zone? Oh, okay. Stop, please, running around. Okay, a couple more will come. There's usually a couple more in the bushes over there. Doesn't look like they heard it. Yeah. It was the officer. Oh. There's something going on in my YouTube chat, but without any text. There was emotes. There were emotes flying. It means somebody was liking the stream. Dusty in YouTube chat. Welcome. Thanks for jumping in and watching. We are playing just a little bit of DZ tonight here. And we are looking for explosives to raid a base that I found a couple days ago nearby. I know that things change fast in DayZ, and maybe that base pretty much is already gone. Who knows? Well, I mean, yeah, we We kind of broke into another base today already. But that was just a decoy or something that got despawned or raided before. I don't know what it was, but it was empty. We found exactly one roll of duct tape inside after blowing up one wall it had, one gate. Maybe despawned, maybe you're right, because the things around the base, when we first found it 3 days ago, I think it had, the house had a couple poles dug in around it. So, and today there were no poles there, no pillars. So, 2 big ACOGs already in Kulna tonight, but not a single, unfortunately, grenade. Interesting that, speaking of more ACOGs, 4 ACOGs tonight. So that's the central loot economy for you. That's how it works. So there is a truck over there, then this house, then a couple places to check. Leaving the place, and then we get to our car. The car, I hope it's still there. It's the car that you actually can watch the stream. We found it on its side, in the middle of nowhere. It was in the woods on its side, and we used another car that I had to turn over this car from its side to its wheels. It wasn't easy, but we succeeded in the end without actually damaging anything. At times it would look pretty scary. DayZ still can produce crazy glitches, but it was all kinda, you could call it like imaginary glitches, imaginary problems. It would just happen only in the client, not on the server. So 45 rounds seem to be rare these days, these 45s. Okay, couple more places to check, and we are going back to our car. Oh, I found the FNX. Anything in here? Potato calf lifting honey supers. What's a honey super? Some sort of God, I keep forgetting basic words again. Some sort of vessel for honey, or like, or what? What's that? Taking honey off the hives. Okay. Top box. I see. Well, good luck getting it better. I mean, it will get better. But yeah. And I was lifting hard drives today. Exactly my type of physical activity. One hard drive. So, well, I mean, I'm kidding. Some PCs, old ones, new ones. Yeah. Seems to take forever. Well, something anti-inflammatory should help. You know the drill. Paracetamol, that's popular in the UK. In your part of the world, it's mostly aspirin, but you still can find other things. Or things like ibuprofen and whatnot. Another vichry. We found another vichry. So if you can take them, yeah, maybe think about it. The OTC stuff that you can get. Oh, the big one. Yeah, I've never had 5-inch hard drives. These monsters I've seen them. I've never had one. Well, I mean, I've seen like 20 megabytes, 10 megabytes, and even maybe 5 megabytes Soviet hard drives for so-called SM machines. I even disassembled a couple, but I've never used them. I've never even had to move them. So those like were... The smallest one was, I think, 4U. For a standard rack and of 4U size. The largest one was like pretty much a small rack itself. Okay, so now I'm returning back to the car. There's a settlement over there. They have a well. With removable packs, yeah. We actually, interesting enough, in 90s, where it was just kinda pretty strange time. The platters from those removable packs, I don't remember the diameter of them, like, I don't know, 10-inch, 12-inch, 12-inch, something along those lines. So the platters, people would use them to make antennas for their TVs. Wow. To hang them outside. So not indoors, outdoors antennas. You take two platters, you connect them, you make like 8 out of them, and you cut them in the middle where they connect, where they overlap in the 8. And the ground you solder to one side, and the signal you solder to another side in the middle of that 8, where it's cut in two. I'm Knappen, good evening, welcome. Thanks for jumping in, man. Didn't in the YouTube chat. Not really quite getting what you on about, but you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Tire repair kit, we need this. This we need. I'm going to mostly skip the town. Don't want to loot it. We got to get back to the car. The only thing we have to do here is it's pretty loud. It is too green. Let's make it a tad quieter. Or I will start yelling, kinda, because of the loudness of the rain. Didn't even have time to react. Where you hiding the well? Here, okay, good. No signs of activity around here. Is that a proper wire? Proper damaged metal wire. But where's ours? Oh crap, okay. We don't really have space left for that. I'll have to start ditching things, but I don't want to ditch anything. So the mines seem to be kinda really pointless. They'll be impossible to use for destroying the walls, so let's just get rid of the mines. Yeah, there was a Z on the shed. Oh, hi. Let's rehydrate properly. We need that. We will need that. Gonna get ya. Instead of gonna get ya, I wanted to say gonna catch ya. Is that your brother? Gonna catch ya. So, of course, man. Thank you for jumping in and chatting and whatnot. Oh. I hope that I'll continue these adventures tomorrow. This stream's going to be a short one either way. So I know that I'm already late. Well, I mean, already. I'm just late. But yeah. So get a good sleep. And hope to see you again soon. And hope your muscle pain gets better. Yeah, that's an interesting pose, especially like a little bit of levitating. Okay, let's see if we still have a car. Because running all the way back to Polyana, that's another side of the map. Well, I mean, I can do it. But it'll take time. On a car, it'll be a little bit easier. And we need to go to Polyana because I expect to find explosives needed for base raiding there. We didn't find anything cool now, well, except for one claimer. It was cool, but and it worked really well in terms of destroying, damaging the player structures. But it was just one. yeah. Gonna get you been pretty much working on his what's it called? Working on his beekeeping activities, so and customizing Hot Wheels, cool. Cool. No, I like all the DIY stuff. Really, even though some things clearly I don't understand and won't do, like for example modeling of any sorts, or like Hot Wheels is like you probably talking about like type of small toy-ish cars, car models that we actually don't have here. I've never had. But I mean, this stuff is all cool. So, I myself spent quite some time working on a retro PC today. Diecast vehicle. Yeah. I've seen videos and whatnot. But that stuff we just don't really have here. We have different scale models popular here, but I don't remember the scale. I still have mine actually, like around 7 of them. Used to be pretty expensive, pretty rare. Hobbies keep us sane. Absolutely, 100%. So the retro PC is really like a low priority project, but from time to time I just get back to it and move it, advance it slightly. Here is the car. Still here, still waiting for us. I have kind of a ton of projects going on. Okay, there's one wheel that's badly damaged and that's a spare. Let's fix it because we can. Damaged. No, patch it a little bit more. Worn. Okay. Not going to become better than that. I don't remember this fireplace being in there. Did somebody find it? Let me take a look. Just give me a second. I'm going to cheat a little bit and take a look at my own footage. But I mean, it's not that different from just how I used to play DayZ. I still be recording pretty much everything. So here's the car. Somebody found the car in the woods. Let me see what was in its inventory. Just a second, not showing it to you. That's the start of the stream. Oh, come on. That's the barrel. I never checked what was inside the car. I never checked the inventory of the car, so in that video, give me a second. In that stream, looking at the inventory. Just give me a sec. No, that fireplace was there. I'm getting paranoid. That fireplace was in the car already when I found it. So my bad. Sorry, it took a little bit of time to figure out. Oh yeah, of course, you cannot really get any ignition without a spark plug, because what would ignite things? Here we go. Sometimes just doesn't want to start at the first turn of the key, but the second usually gets it going. Have to avoid all the tree stumps, fallen trees, and especially some strategically placed rocks. Oops, didn't work. Pretty dense trees for driving around. Ow. And I'm actually not finding the highway. It should be in this direction, but here it is. So I consider that that Polyana place, that's just a spot in the woods, it's like my base. It doesn't have anything, just it's where I hide the car. But I'm coming home, so it's time to sing la 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 la, the Trollolo song. Because that's actually a song without words, but it has a name, without lyrics. It has a name, and it's called I'm Coming Home, as far as I remember. Let's just try not to crash this car. La 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 la. Tra la 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 la. And so on and so on. Okay. That feels a little bit heavy on its back. I'm not driving that fast, but I keep over spinning the engine, over RPMing it. Curious if I'm going to see anybody. I mean, pretty much. Okay, that's not good. That's straight ahead. I'm curious, can I get... I might not be able to get through it without taking very serious damage, so we got to try to go around it in the woods. Temp up because it's a vehicle, because every vehicle, I guess, has a working heater that never turns off. That's how it is in DZ. So, oops. You pretty much get in a car and your character immediately starts heating up. Yeah, I think it's relatively new thing, like maybe couple years, so relatively to the whole lifespan of the game. So helicopters as well. Helicopters are not in a vanilla game, so I know nothing about helicopters. They are they are a modded thing, and that depends, I guess, on how the mod's written. So I only know things about vanilla game. The cloud's pretty big, yeah. So yeah, just I usually play vanilla. I've never even seen a helicopter in the game, so forgive Windows. Well, I would say that just kinda dirty. I think I lost my windshield, but when we were turning this car on its wheels. So I guess they are just dirty and dusty and whatnot. These windows, but who knows? Okay, I just happen to be around these, so I'm kind of checking them. M16, no more, no less. Nice bag. So I was thinking about the route to my hiding spot around Polyana, and I don't want to go through Nadbar. It's too much time. So let me take a look at the map on the second computer to find a way to get around that. So the Northern Highway, it is here. Wait, I don't really get it. Okay. Now I see what road we need to take. Okay. Let's cut some corners through the woods using the dirt roads. I think I found the right one. Yeah. Let's just hope that the Sila factory is not gassed as well. If it's gassed, I might not be able to find my way around it. I'm not that good when it comes to dirt roads. Oops, careful. There is enough turns here. Okay. Okay. That felt actually pretty dangerous. And the speed was good enough to destroy the car. So let's not push it. So you always, of course, can try to drive through the base if the gates are open. But if they are not open, I don't want to find it out just by driving around. I'm going to only do straight shots where no gates would be in the way. Hi there, people of the base. That one I'm not really looting. Well, not really looting. Not looting in any way, shape or form. But when I drive back to that Kulna area to raid another base, if I find enough grenades in a reasonable amount of time, there'll be a chance to check a couple places on the way there that I forgot to check when I was first driving in that direction. roads here. We just go forward. There is some sort of body of water, and then a tractor. Got to remember it. I'm only using this road because I found it on the map. I don't think I've ever driven here like this. So the first time, the first time using it to get to my place around, skipping all the netburst things and whatnot. But it should get us right where we need to be. 100% right. Let's just check really fast if there's a convoy down there. There's a convoy spawned just behind the corner. Is there anything? No. Empty and clean. Okay, and now let's take the last segment of the road home. Let's see if I can turn the engine off again. No. So even though the engine's off, the wheels and the grass on the bottom of the car, hitting the bottom of the car, they get so loud when you get serious speed that it's almost like engine running. Here we're going to a little bit of a push. Chamber Senator actually told me about that ability to turn the engine off while driving, but in this version of DayZ, Austin, yeah, in this version of DayZ, for some reason, you only can turn the engine off when your speed's below like 8 kilometers per hour. You got to go slow. When you're slow, you can turn the engine off. So strange. Doesn't look like there's any reason for this limitation. I think there's another going, another upward slope going to be here, but we might not be able to get through without the engine. But then one long way down. Okay. Might blow the transmission otherwise. Well, I mean, it's only about turning the engine off. It's not about actually getting pretty high speed while the engine's off already. So I'm going to turn the engine now, and you'll see that technically without any harm to the car, we can get pretty fast. So that's the last segment of this road. To be careful here. That's what I meant. This turn is pretty hard to get around. Oops, stopped a little bit too early. Like this. The turn's hard to actually drive, get around. Doesn't matter if your engine is off and on or on. Half of the time I just get off the road in that turn. Creep mode activate. Exactly. So technically we are still in the first gear, and that's 40, almost 50 kilometers per hour. And here we get enough momentum, 60 kilometers per hour, to actually drive pretty far without the engine. Now pop the clutch. And we're still going. We're still going. That's cool. Yeah, I wish it was possible to turn the engine off already having some serious speed, not just 5 kilometers per hour. And here we're going to need it. Couple of fallen trees here and there. So I think I'm going to leave my car just here. This looks like pretty decent place. Well, I mean the hills and whatnot, there's that, but maybe farther still. I'm not sure. In reality you could, yeah, of course. This is like less optimal, I guess, but still, why not? Again, this is my barrel. My barrel is just right there. So let's take the spark plug out. What's inside the car is sorta irrelevant. Sorta. There's even an improvised knife, but we found it, all of this, when we found the car. Actually, better hatchet. When we found the car, when we found this car, not that far away from here on its side. Yeah, it's a special backpack. Selby, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Billy Bones, hello, Selby. People, nice to see you. How's it going? Billy Bones, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, on this channel, I'm just going to be short. My name's Raif. Ivan, but you can call me Raif. Pretty much we stream a little bit of DayZ and a little bit of GeoGuessr these days on this channel. So, but you're welcome. I'm not really a gamer because I pretty much play only those two games. So yeah, as for this backpack, this is kind of a special version of the hunting backpack with one strap, hunter backpack, and with additional patches and whatnot that you can find in the bunker of Livonia. So it's vanilla. It's in the main game, but it spawns only in Livonian bunker, I think. I'm not sure about other places. I think it's only Livonian bunker. So I'm not sure the story behind this one, but it's kind of like item, a special item, and it uses only one strap, which is interesting. So how's my barrel going? My barrel's still going. Random stuff in here. Good. Billy Bones, it's just a quiet one tonight. Nothing really going to try to achieve. I cannot see my backpack anymore for some reason on me. That's did I collapse it? Yeah, I collapsed it. So I'm just pretty much, I tried to raid one base and we didn't get lucky. It was, well, we raided it, but it was absolutely and completely empty. It was just a house with one of the with the entrance walled off. Nice, but empty. We found exactly one roll of duct tape on the second floor. So it's a short stream tonight. So I stream every day, really every day, but I do really short streams these days only. So here we go. I don't know why. Because maybe because I just like this plinking gun. I actually bothered to pick up a magazine for it and some rounds even. Monkey, thank you very much for jumping in. And yeah, catch you next time. Billy Bones, I mostly, let's put it that way, I mostly play vanilla. But I'm going to play actually some modded ones, pretty seriously modded ones. So, but otherwise I just keep things as vanilla as possible. If I go for modded, it's usually hardcore, like where it's really hard to just survive. So, and I spend quite some time on official servers and on community servers that are vanilla too. So pretty much where I find vanilla, I'll play. Xbox player, I see. Yeah, no, I'm a PC player, but I prefer vanilla. If it's not vanilla, then usually it should be something really outstanding, not just another server packed with random gun packs, clothing packs and whatnot. For example, things like Namalsk. Namalsk, it's pretty much like its own game. Well, I mean, a DLC. Oh. Namalsk definitely deserves to be a good mod in my books. I don't think I got the key. I got to have a spark plug around here, around the car. So it's not really the base. Okay, it's not really a base or anything, not really a camp. Let's get the sound back. It was all the way down because of the car, but Let's get to the other car that I'm hiding nearby. Interesting enough that between this place where I just hit the green off-road Niva and the place where I hide my other car, I found a car. I mean, that green Niva was in between these two dots, connected on the map with a line in the middle of that line, but it was on its side, lost and forgotten in the woods, absolutely in perfect condition, just on its side. And I used my other car, that I hope is still there, to get it back on its wheels. So, it's crazy, but in 2 days I found 3 vehicles around Polyana. No, 1, yeah, 3 working vehicles around Polyana. A truck was parked nearby. Then there was a guy driving Volga through Polyana that died because of a lead poisoning, acute lead poisoning. And then there was this Lada Niva on its side, lost and forgotten in the woods. Tuckers, good evening, welcome, man. No, I still stream every day, Attackers. It's just the time's random. I still stream every day. Now I have actually a pretty good archive on YouTube, but the quality of the video on YouTube for some reason is lower than quality on Twitch. So I still stream every day no matter what. Even on my vacation, I still streamed every day. I just do short streams. These days I do only short streams. I mean, some people would stream a couple times a day, doing like 4-hour streams or something. I stream 7 times a couple times and a week, not a day, doing like just a couple of 4-hour streams or something. And I would just stream 7 days a week, playing for an hour, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 or so. But as for being busy, I have been. That's for sure. That's true. With all sorts of things. Today, for example, was working on my retro PC. Oh, my car's still there. Good. My second car. Hello there, baby. Yeah, there's still full... Oh, I totally forgot actually about FNFAL magazines. That I wanted to bring one back. It's not my car. I killed the owner and took the car. Sanagol, good evening, welcome. So... And the loot here is not mine either. I want actually to take the punch card and hide it somewhere else. Because this is the only punch card that I have left. I don't need all these magazines and don't need all these rounds. I just wasn't really Oh, I have the rounds for this gun in my barrel. Okay, gotta bring some then. So I just couldn't be bothered to throw the things that I don't need out. So, but I totally forgot that I wanted a magazine for FNFAL. I want a character with just an FNFAL. I mean, FNFAL is not a lucky thing for me, but I want it. So what we need to do now is to loot Polyana, but that's going to take like an hour or so, and unfortunately I don't have that time left. So here I'm going to call it a day for today, but we'll continue tomorrow, I really hope. So we have sort of goal here. There is a base. We are on the western edge. There is a base on the eastern edge that we need explosives to break into. So that's why we are in Polyana, place that usually has a ton of explosives. Back to Polyana, I mean. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Huge shout out to Selby _77 for the raid, and Billy Bones, thank you very much for your follow. People in the chat chatting and participating, thank you very much for that. Sanagol, Attackers, Billy Bones, Monkey Dust, Selby. So let's find somebody to raid and call it a day. Raiding, of course, is only for Twitch channel, for the Twitch channel. Yes, Sanagol, it's kinda late here, to be honest. It's 6 a.m. 6 something a.m. Wouldn't call it like really late, but it's better to call it because I still want to try a couple things before going to bed. Okay, not a lot of nobody on my following page is playing DayZ. Okay, let's see what's going on in the section of DayZ. People are playing DayZ. Okay, so let's see who to raid. Sanagol, I know, right? That happens a lot when you do short streams. It's actually really happens a lot when you do short streams. Okay, anybody playing Livonia? Don't think so. Anybody playing Vanilla? Just give me a second. There's one player on the console playing official. That's actually up my Welly. Plus he speaks English. Just bear with me. Somebody is playing 1.23 update. That's interesting because we are all on 1.25. Another streamer playing official on the console, probably. Okay, let's go and raid this streamer. Dames the God. Yep, we can raid them. Dames the God. The title says DayZ official, so let's see. On a console, yeah, I can see it just by the interface. See you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.